Well done, Claude. I see your schemes are not to be underestimated.
Yes, I must wholeheartedly agree. As ever, I have proven to be no match for you.
It is the utmost honor to receive praise from your voice. I'm kidding, of course. Really though, I was lucky to have Teach on my side.
That's true.
In all honesty, you two made me work for it. If I had to face you again, there's no telling which way it would go. What do you think, Teach?
We'd win.
How did the other houses fare?
They were nothing.
Too true, Teach. That just about sums it up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably hard for the losers to hear, isn't it?
That's
In
it,
any
very hard
case,
for them to hear.
I hope the day never comes when we have to put this experience to use.
Agreed. I would hate to know a future in which I'm forced to cross swords with you.
I wouldn't
Never is
mind.
one.
I'll accept a challenge from either of you at any time. I'm kidding, of course.
Well, now that the three-way battle has ended in an alliance victory, I dare say it's time for some post-battle reconciliation. The victor has but one request. Hear me out. When we get back to Garreg Mach, let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly regular feast in the dining hall.
I accept your proposition. Please notify me once your preparations are complete.
It seems I have no choice but to drown my sorrow at losing in overindulgence. I'll help you with the preparations.
It's not a feast if you don't eat too much. Leave it to the Imperial Princess to say such wonderful things.
That's not exactly what I said, but forget it. Laugh all you want.
Well, if you insist. Hey, Teach. Looks like you're having a good time, too. Seeing you smile like that means we've got no choice but to have a great time tonight. Let's get going.
I can't believe our house leader ate so much he passed out. I guess he should just sleep it off? Oh, Professor! Great work today.
As long as we have you and Claude, the Golden Deer House is unstoppable.
I am sure we did not require Claude for our victory, but it certainly would not have been possible without our professor.
That is true. I
I'm so pleased to be in your
chatters to
class,
go.
Professor. You truly bring out the best in us.
Let's keep
Yay!
one
I bring the
and
best
win it.
out of everyone.
Woo! I knew the tactics you learned from the captain would be something else. I better work harder to catch up. I have had the opportunity to experience much. Please allow me to offer you my gratitude once more, Professor. Because of
No
you,
need.
I managed to get through the fight without feeling like a burden. Thank you, Professor. I
You're welcome.
heard Lady Rhea and Sedith are singing your praises too.
Everyone worked hard, to be fair.
You're always so modest.
You really showed them, Teach.
Oh look, Claude has been revived.
Though you can be a bit absent-minded at times. Your mind is like a giant bowl with a tiny crack in it.
Claude, saying that only makes your own mind bowl seem tiny.
How dare you? My bowl is much bigger than Teach's. Unfortunately, it doesn't just have a crack. The whole bottom of my bowl is missing.
In other words, you are the absent-minded one, not our professor.
That's true. He just admitted it.
It's unusual to hear you laughing, Marianne. Your smile is really cute.
It feels so great to laugh and joke around like this, doesn't it? Well, look at that. Someone's having a secret rendezvous in the courtyard.
All joking aside, I'm having trouble sizing you up, Teach. The honest truth is
Okay.
that I'd hate to have you as an enemy. If possible, I wish for you to fight by my side. If I could use the sword of the Creator, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I bet if I could use it, you would trust me to, right? That selflessness may be what I like best about you.
I can only call your deeds during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion quite versatile.
Comparing against their performance at the mock battle of the Great Tree Moon, the students have grown significantly. It is clear that this is a result of your guidance.
In appreciation of your efforts and to show our high hopes for the future of your students, I award you with this. Please continue to instruct your students as a model teacher.
So, you've made good use of all my power after all. I would have been upset if you had failed at such an easy task.
It pains me to assign such a disturbing mission to you during such a blessed moment in time. However, next month your assignment will be to journey to Remire Village to investigate an abnormal occurrence there.
Remire Village. If
Oh.
I recall, you've been
Remire
there
Village
with
is
your
a
father
very
many
scary
times.
mission.
I have yet to ascertain the details, but it would seem the villagers have been acting strangely. I have already dispatched the knights to verify the authenticity of this information. They should be back shortly.
Eh?
I suggest you begin by finding out what they have discovered.
Got it.
I pray this is not a bad omen. May the goddess protect you all.
Got the blasted lamp. Lovely. Yes, let's see. But so far, I think we've like first tried everything. No. That'll.
Part 1.
Oh.
White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness. Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the red wolves are back on the prowl.
Red wolves. Okay. Raphael will expect. Yeah, go for it, Raphael. Of course. Anytime.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you. Are you busy? I have a question about formations. I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize.
You don't have to remember everything.
I don't? Then what do I have to know? I think I understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it. Thanks for the help, Professor. Brains and brawn. You've really got it all. With your help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight.
Good, good, good.
Huh? Didn't I tell you? My parents were merchants of the Alliance. They died in an accident. That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis.
I see.
I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant. I talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now.
What are options?
I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after. I probably shouldn't say this, but being a mercenary does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities, and no one else to worry about. But someone's got to take care of my little sis, so that's out of the question. Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, and you don't have to worry about dying unless there's a war. My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor?
I don't think so. Do we?
Then you probably think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh? But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too.
Good,
you should
good.
ask your father to have some more kids. Anyway, that's why I've got to become a proper knight.
I see. Very fair. That's a nice reason, like.
That's what we're dealing with. There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuela?
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
You know,
Okay.
I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage.
Very nice of you. Might try recruit Manuela.
A bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
Bye.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
Oh,
Hey, what's wrong?
that's just collapsed again. Got a little dizzy. No need to
If
worry.
anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
Oh. Wonder when that was. Let's instruct Manuela. Okay. This is very early to instruct. But that'll work. Hey, Raphael, let's get your gauntlets up.
It's
Perfect.
I think
Okay, Ignat. Let's get your Italians up.
I feel... I'll keep...
Okay, beautiful. Dogs. Your sword.
that was I learned a
Okay. Let's go in. Why did I do that? I did not mean to do that. I was meant to do it. I guess she's got a pointless. No. Whatever reason. And a perfect.
No need.
I guess that's sort of makes up for it. Yeah, and Leone. Let's get your battalions.
I was sure.
Hey, console.
Oh, don't.
Ah, never mind. So she's could take.
I was sure I.
Okay, well, she got it in the end. I think that's all they can really do. Doctor.
Professor?
I'm building doctor. I'll talk with brother.
I see.
Yippee!
Professor?
No.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time?
Go for it.
Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is. You see, I happen to be quite curious about you.
Okay, by yourself.
Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery.
I see.
could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words. Were I to wax poetic, I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
Can't say have, no.
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep. Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow. And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same. About fish, of course.
Of course.
Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power. My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin. Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you'll understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little.
I understand.
Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
I don't know.
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... Could you be younger than your own students?
Could be.
Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here.
Of course.
Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
You too, Flynn. Bye-bye. Okay, well, we've got our grade down. Who else we talking to now?
Tomas doesn't seem to be here. Oh well, that's fine. I've been researching the hero's relics a lot since we last spoke to him. I found out something interesting. Why? Do you really have to ask? Trust me, what really matters is what I found out. It's about the connection between crests and the hero's relics. The crest stone of each relic is carved with a specific crest, the one that has the ability to wield it properly.
Okay.
The crests are the keys. You need the right one to safely use a hero's relic. The only thing I can't figure out is, why doesn't the Sword of the Creator have a crest stone bearing a crest?
Odd one in the past.
Precisely. At least that's my current guess. There's more. I believe the crest stones might be the source of the relic's inhuman power. When Miklon transformed into a black beast, he was taken over by something that originated from the crest stone.
Yep.
And the crest stone was on his body. It all seems to add up. Now, look at this picture I found in the library. That creature is called the Immaculate One, who was supposedly sent by the goddess to save the followers of Saros. You see the pattern on its brow and the faint circular boundary? Isn't it possible that's a crest stone? If
That's
all
right.
this is true, then crest stones are what power the ability to assume massive forms, like that of the Immaculate One. And maybe the hero's relics can harness that transformative power.
Oh, it is you. Have you seen Tomas recently?
No such luck. I was hoping to speak with him myself, but he seems to be out on the town.
I see. Well... Where did you find that picture?
It was in the library. Why do you ask? Is it something my youthful eyes shouldn't be seeing?
No, of course not. However, that is not part of this library's collection. It must belong to Tomas. It would be problematic if it got mixed in with the other books. I will take possession of it for now.
Take it away where no one can see it, you mean?
What was that?
Well, that's
No.
what Tomas said. He said records that the monastery doesn't approve of tend to disappear.
Tomas said that? Preposterous. I have far too much to accomplish to waste time with this foolishness.
Interesting.
He was certainly in a hurry. I wonder if he's off to confront Tomas. Well, he took the picture, so I guess that's that for now. I'll see you later, Teach.
Goodbye, Claude. Weirdly, man.
So, the church is hiding something after all. Some massive secret about relics and crests. A secret that must have something to do with the professor's true identity.
Seems the Golden Deer's a lot about finding out the truth. Hey, whose birthday is it? Linhart's. I can do a Linhart birthday.
I am happy. Much appreciated.
I'm actually not too sure. But Linhart seems very difficult. But I think I can do a
Warms me
Linhart
up.
birthday. Books.
Lovely. Agreed.
A cat.
Lovely.
And let's see, last call. A word of advice.
Lovely. Crest versus nurture. Which causes a noble's personality?
Okay. God.
I disagree.
Damn it! We actually did quite well there.
That was delicious.
You know I won't go easy on you just because you're a noble, right?
Absolutely. Let's share the burden equally. We are friends after all.
As long as that's... We did well.
The same to you. We deserve equal praise.
I will, master.
Good. A2 level
I
up.
feel like I
Brick
get it
shop,
now.
lovely. And fear. I feel like brick shop could be cool. Bro, I don't think I... By the way, I think I'm gonna end this back again later. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Good luck. Have fun.